What's up, guys? Today we're going to turn this into this. Ah, yes, demolition. The poor man's drug of choice. I thought using a rubber mallet would actually be helpful here just to not mess up the wood. And then my brain cells kicked in and I realized that it's beat up pallet wood, so who cares anyway? And you don't really need much wood for this project. And here you'll see me removing the brad nails and stuff like that. And I'm not too proud of this next part. I was trying to hammer the brad nails out, but it just wasn't working. Sometimes a grinder is just the answer. So let me just clarify. I'm in no way an expert. I never claimed to be an expert, and sometimes it shows. I'm not proud of this, but normally I get by with the very limited tools that I have. I'm kind of a dummy, and I do things the hard way, and I like doing things the hard way. So when I cut this board, it looks great, sure, but I totally forgot to check if there was any play in it. And not that it really mattered. I don't even have a hand planer. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to go grab one in a little bit to fix my dumb mistakes. Or I can continue being hard-headed and just make it up on the fly. It tends to work anyway. That is you can almost use this as a planing blade. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. That's quality woodworking right there. I don't care who you are. Ah. You know what? I have an idea. It's your lucky day. I've decided to wing it. So unfortunately I didn't record it, but I kind of had a genius moment. And I realized that if I flipped it and cut 45 the other way, they actually meet up kind of perfectly. Even the inside matches pretty darn good. Now I'm barely holding it by my hand, but look at that. With fine furniture, probably not a good idea. But because this is a reclaimed pallet wood, just wall decor, we'll give it the old looks good from my house. So I'm just using an 80 grit here, and I can't say it enough. I do have a hand sander, but I just love how this oscillating tool from Milwaukee works. It's just simple, it's handheld, it's fast, and just look at the difference between those colors of wood already. And I sped it up, but it really didn't take very long at all. The only thing I wish that this thing had was some sort of dust collection, but I don't even have a shop vac, so honestly, just kind of wishful thinking at this point. And although I don't have a lot of money, I did invest in Milwaukee when I did have money years and years ago, and it has definitely been worth the money. It's been with me. I couldn't even tell you how many years now. I've used and abused these Milwaukee tools, and they just kick butt. So here's a little tip: if your sander gets gunked up with like the dirt from the wood and stuff like that, just take a little wire brush and just give it a light brush across the whole thing, and bada bing, bada boom, good as used. So I'm just taking a measurement right here, and the typical measurement's about 12 inches for these, but because of my genius work in the beginning, I had to lose about an inch of material. The other cut is 3.5 inches, even though my sausage fingers are in the way. There they go. And please don't say anything about my miter saw. I know it's ugly. I don't have a very good cut, and this is a horrible video angle, but whatever. It does the job, and it does pretty darn good cuts for what it is. So we're going to try something I've never done before. Something I saw the other day as a tip for how to get texture on the wood itself. We're going to use the angle grinder. And so basically we're going to make a bunch of light passes in a random pattern back and forth. We're going to go with the piece, and you'll see why later. The vase that I chose has kind of a similar pattern. We want to replicate that, but also keep them a little different. So we're going to go over both pieces long ways with the grain. That just so happens to be the way that this is going to be put together. And who knows? We'll see how it turns out. Put your earplugs in. I, in fact, did not put earplugs in. Shame on me. So far, this is looking pretty awesome. Kind of exactly what I was going for. So let's keep going. I highly recommend you wear gloves anytime you're doing anything with an angle grinder to protect your hands. But that's not exactly what I was doing here. My hands were just cold. Just don't do what I do. I was pretty stoked at the way that it looked at this point. It came out a lot better than I was expecting. But let me just tell you, the longer boards take a toll on my 30-year-old back. So somewhere along the way, I forgot to hit record. So instead, here's a reenactment of what that looked like. So, while we let this sit over here and dry, let's go over the other things that we're going to need. I found this plastic. I don't know if you can hear that. Very, very thin plastic. Doesn't look plastic, though. It's pretty cool. But it's a vase. Vase, depending on how fancy you want to get. And I'd like to say that I bought these, but I only really got these. These I stole from my wife. Shh, don't tell her that. So the next thing you're going to need is this leather rope. Now, really, you could use whatever you want. Anything that ties, technically, I guess. Whatever, you get what I mean. Because all you're going to be doing is using that to help hold it to the base. And so it ends up looking like this. These are so simple. And they sell so easy. But I can never do anything the easy way. So here we are trying to do things the hard way. But man, doesn't it look so cool? So the cool thing about this is this can change with the season. So in the winter, you can add something like eucalyptus and baby's breath, which it happens to be absolutely freezing outside. During the summer time, you can add something like this. My wife absolutely loves succulents, and this is probably her go-to right here. I can't tell you how many actual succulents we have around the house, but just take a look at how cool that is. Let's use our imaginations a little bit. Wow. Ooh. Anyway, so I'm aware of a crippling flaw that I have, which is that I'm not used to doing YouTube videos. So I tend to do everything off screen. I'm used to working by myself. So yeah, I've already sanded it. I've already added a finish. But I didn't show you how to add the tie yet, so let's do that. So this is what she looks like, all put together and finished. I I used a boiled linseed oil. For anyone who's ever used an axe, you know exactly why. I just love the way it brings out the natural color of the wood. It just pops and it lasts and seals this wood for a very long time. I love it. So can't beat it. So from here, we're going to basically drill the holes for this to sit on the other side. And from what I found, it's about 1 inch in from the side and 3 inches from the top. So we're just going to go ahead and mark that and drill it. I am, however, going to use a drill block just because I can't keep my drill holes very straight. I'm terrible. I'm also notorious for drilling into my work table, but as you can see, this is just slapped together. So maybe one day we'll upgrade, but for now, it works. Now let's do some actual woodworking so that we can say we did something cool. Done. So now we're just going to thread this through the front to the back, back into the front, and pull out an amount that seems right. We'll call that right. And make sure you got a good pocket knife. Not like me. Walmart special. It does the job, I guess. And you're going to take your vase and place it on here. And give it the most beautiful, rough, rudimentary bow tie you've ever given it. You've ever given. I don't even know. I can't even talk today. I can't talk any day. Did you see that first video I put out? Golly. So now we're going to apply our little hanger. And I'm going to show you a little trick because I have sausage fingers. And I can't hold these tiny little nails. Look at these things. Look at these things. They're so tiny. Who could? I can't. There's no way. I'd break my finger. I already dropped it. So I take a pair of pliers and hold it. Just like that. So we're going to get the first one set. And then we're going to come in and actually make it pretty. So I'll put it in the little hole. And then we're going to take our square, the triangle, what is it called? We're going to square that bad boy off, just like that. We're going to do our best to put it in this hole. This is a hack, apparently. I think I'm the hack. What is going on here? Alright, let me try this again. This time, I'm going to act like I know what I'm doing. I think that's what was wrong. I wasn't confident enough. That's what it was. Here we go. Did it work? It worked! Alright, let's tap it in. Just give it a little tap, tap, tap. Ooh. Shh, calm down. And there she is. And here's the lady's favorite part, the decorating. Please forget I said that. And as you can see, let's try that again. As you can see, you can put whatever you'd like in there. And these are just a really simple gift or project to knock out. Earn some brownie points for the wife. Earn some extra cash. Whatever you got to do. Christmas is coming up. So there you have it. Uh, Pretty simple. I forgot I have my Walmart shop shades. Go ahead and hit the hashtag John Malecki in the bottom. Maybe he'll get me a new shop or at least a shop heater or even a pair of shop shades. Who cares? John, you're the man. There you go. There you have it. This is yep, this is the second video and I still haven't gotten it yet. So we'll get there. Whatever. What are you doing, man? Get it together. I almost forgot. If you liked any of this stuff that I made from the last video or this video, please hit subscribe. Please share and have a blessed day.